All right, so the practice quiz looks nearly identical to the real quiz, and all I'm asking you to do is to solve this quadratic equation both ways. The first way we are going to practice is the magic X method. That is by factoring. So in order for us to do the magic X method, you got to think back a couple weeks where we made an X. We have A times C on the top, B on the bottom. When we're looking at this, oops, we have A is 1, B is positive 18, and C is 80. So we're going to be filling in our X. So 1 times 80 is 80, and it's positive, and our B is a positive 18. So when we're doing this, we are adding our factors together because it is a positive. We need factors of 80. Those are numbers that multiply to 80. So 1 times 80, 2 times 40, 3 doesn't work, 4 times 20, 5 times, let's do that, 80 divided by 5, 16. 6 doesn't work, 7 doesn't work, 8 works, 8 times 10. And since we're adding our factors to get 18, it's got to be 8 and 10. All right, now when we add our factors together, you need to understand that your signs are going to be the same and as B. So because B is positive, we're going to have an X plus 8 and an X plus 10. Now remember that we're solving. So after you have your factors, you're going to rewrite them. You're going to split them into two equations. X plus 8 equals 0 and X plus 10 equals 0. Don't forget that you are going to subtract your 8 and subtract your 10 to get X by itself. And our solution is negative 8 and negative 10. Now, this is the solution to this quadratic using factoring. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use quadratic formula and verify that our answers are the same. So we still have the same ABC, and all I'm going to do now is write my quadratic formula down. X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And because I already identified a, b, and c in my problem, I'm going to put the spots to substitute the values. I'm going to square root in there. Remember that b goes twice. B is 18. A goes twice. A is 1. And C goes once. C is 80. So all we have to do now is take our calculator out and break this into 3 pieces. X equals negative 18 plus or minus square root. Let's calculate this. 18 squared minus 4 times 1 times 80. That's 4. And then, there we go. I'm going to go over here. Negative 18 plus the square root of 4. And we're going to get that answer and divide by 2. And negative 18 minus the square root of 4. I divide that by 2. Negative 18 plus the square root of 4 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And negative 18 minus the square root of 4 is negative 20 divided by 2 is negative 10. Oops, something's wrong. I did something wrong. This one. Negative 18 plus the square root of 4 is negative 16. See, these answers are supposed to match. Negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8. All right. See that? Now be careful with that calculator. So I did get negative 8, and I did get negative 10, and these are the answers to the quadratic, and they have to match. So my answers for quadratic formula need to be the same answers that I get by factoring. And I noticed that I did something wrong on the calculator, so I changed it. I went back and redid it. Made sure that I got them. Okay, so this is what the first question looks like. Let me do the other question, and then you guys will be set to take your quiz for the week, and you'll be done.